What's going on, everybody? Mr. J. Gilbert here, and Christmas came early. If you're into that kind of thing, Yuan Bo or Yuan Bo or Yuan Bo for Warhammer. The gameplay showcase is just released, and as always, we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna let you guys watch it first, then I'll kind of give you my reactions to the trailer. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and watch the gameplay showcase for Yuan Bo.
Bureaucrat, administrator, wizard. Yuan Bo's siblings see only a diligent statesman. If but they knew how deep the Jade Dragon's claws could cut. A duty-bound diplomat with a dark side. If Yuan Bo appeals to you, consider pre-ordering, dropping a like, or sharing your thoughts. The Celestial Riverlands is the Jade Dragon's haunt in the Realms of Chaos campaign, and, in Immortal Empires, he starts in the Amira swamps but already owns Shangwu. In both campaigns, he'll begin by ridding the realm of orcs. As a prominent leader of Grand Cathay, Yuan Bo is concerned with matters of state and can effect instant change in his armies and settlements. But a good leader looks outward too, and trade deals with the Jade Dragon will reveal all regions owned by the trading faction. Beyond day-to-day politics, Yuan Bo looks to the Wuxing compass and, under his father's direction, plots to unlock its true potential. Using steel and stone tokens, Yuan Bo can enact various army, hero, and settlement actions across the campaign map. These range from instantly completing a turn of ongoing recruitment, to restoring campaign movement, to resetting diplomatic relations, and many more. Tokens cannot be destroyed, only transferred. For example, spent stone tokens undergo a 5-turn cooldown period before being returned as steel tokens. Winning battles reduces the cooldown by 1 turn. Additional tokens are earned by declaring fortress cities or commercial districts. Here, Yuan Bo is heading for the Tower of Bashir, but Shang Yang stands in his way. The AI is recruiting, so we'll send our hero to damage their recruitment buildings. Employing structured operation here guarantees a successful hero action and sets us up for an easier attack. Yuan Bo cannot abide dissenters. The executioner will spill Cathayan blood if needed. Infantry beware the Jade Lion's breath. With 2 charges and significant damage, this spell is as devastating as it is finite. The Emperor's Executioner isn't merely Yuan Bo's title. Twice per battle he can summon a Jade Sword to strike down enemy heroes and lords. With access to multiple laws, including Yin, Yang, Light, and Heaven, Yuan Bo is a savage fighter, both as a human or a dragon, at range or up close. Later, we've recouped our spent steel tokens as stone tokens and can perform the commercial district action. This converts a tier 3 province capital into a commercial district, which gains improved effects from settlement buildings and all infrastructure and resource buildings. What's more, we've now gained additional tokens added to our pool. As part of Yuan Bo's faction mechanics, he reveals the region owned by trade partners, allowing for more forward planning. This further reveals neighbouring factions who can also be traded with, which, in some cases, creates cascading trade deals.
Continue working with me. Shangyan, the Haver Cafe is mine.
Coupled with the Ivory Road, which itself reveals further factions to trade with, the Jade Dragon soon has an unparalleled lay of the land. Agreeing to join distant wars, which you're unlikely to ever participate in, to cinch a coveted trade deal with the Ice Queen is a diplomatic no-brainer.
I am compelled to.
Under secret orders from the Dragon Emperor, Yuan Bo has been tasked with undertaking a portion of a grander plan centuries in the making. He must seek out locations where the winds of magic gather and build astromantic relays to extend the reach and power of the Jade Compass. There are 4 locations Yuan Bo must gain control of, either through diplomacy or force, and these change depending on your campaign type. In Immortal Empires, you'll be assaulting Lizardmen major settlements. In the Realms of Chaos, the locations are the Tower of Hashir, Weijin, Ujkulak, and Dragonfang Mount. Once captured, he must gather his strength whilst the relays are constructed and survive an onslaught of Lizardmen warriors, for Yuan Bo's actions work against the Old One's will. Each new direction on the compass offers powerful boons. Nongjiang Basin provides additional growth based on your Cathayan-owned provinces, as well as boons to buildings when activated. Ashir awards additional winds of magic power reserves for each Cathayan-owned army, but has no active effect. Dragon River grants character immortality and reduces attrition casualties, but has no reserve effect. And Broken Lands increases the recruitment rank for each Cathayan-owned region and buffs unit and character experience when active. Once each direction has been unlocked and held against an onslaught of Lizardmen, the Jade Dragon must face one final incursion. Lord Mazdamundi confronts Grand Cathay's perversion of the Great Plan himself. It is here that Yuan Bo must prove he is worthy of his father's trust. As leader of the Jade Court, Yuan Bo has access to the best soldiers, constructs, and artillery Grand Cathay can offer, as well as new additions to the Cathayan roster arriving in Shadows of Change. The Onyx Crowmen are more than Celestial Court spies. Their wicked beaks, terrifying speed, and impressive numbers make them the perfect choice to harass enemy backlines or run down routers. Only the most powerful warriors of Grand Cathay's army rise to the rank of Grand General of the Celestial Host. Gifted and skilled fighters, these dragon-blooded generals are outfitted from the armories of Weijin and lead their men from the front lines. Jade and Jet Lions, deadly slabs of card rock, wreak havoc in melee, but are valued in Cathay for their magical properties. Jet Lions will dampen the effects of magic, whilst their Jade counterparts will boost sorcery and spellcasting. In the traditions of Grand Cathay, a great war drum hangs above the gates of every city. But when danger calls from afar, the drum is carried to war to drive the beat of battle into the dragon's loyal soldiers. From that rhythm, Cathay finds its power and its victory. Answering the drum's beat is 3 additional Cathayan regiments of renown: the Grace of Kuei Yin, Empress Crowman, and the Jade War Drum. And that's it for the Jade Dragon and his bureaucratic intrigues. Next up, the hexings of Mother Estenkia. See the description below to pre-order, like, or share your thoughts.
Thoughts, you guys, on Yuan Bo? We'll go ahead, I'll turn it down here just a little bit, and then I'll kind of give my thoughts to it as we go on. My initial thought right away is Kislev better have a major rework, because I don't feel like what Yuan Bo and the Changeling have introduced, be it they are their own mechanics. I'm going to pause here real quick because I'm a big Lizardman fan. They are their own mechanics, but it's nothing groundbreaking. You know, they're very character specific, and Yuan Bo, how he does it, and the 4 major temples that you have to get, and all of that, it could provide some for pretty fun gameplay. I think the different quest battles should be fun. The Changeling, I mean, that's very specific. With he's not going to really be building an army, he's going to do all that. But I don't know. I haven't really been impressed just yet with the amount of work that is in this DLC, right? So it doesn't really qualify for the $25 price, in my opinion. But let's check this out again. I like that it's Lizardman focused. I wish the Lizardmen would have got something from this. I always think that they need a rework, and they need, you know, different mechanics and, you know, different things. They have a big roster, don't get me wrong, but they just need something else. They need some spice. And it's kind of more just you're going to be fighting the Lizardmen. So, Yuan Bo's abilities look pretty cool. Hopefully that's not Nakai. Nakai's stronger than that. Come on now. But having the different temple battles that you have to do seem pretty cool. Kind of makes it so you have to go around the map. And you're going to have the different things that you have to capture, ultimately leading up to the Mazda Monday fight at the end.
Bureaucrat, administrator, wizard. Yuan Bo's siblings see only a diligent statesman.
He does seem more of an exciting lord than what Cathayan lords have now, you know? He definitely does. He definitely is more exciting than the current roster. Okay, I don't like how they're doing that now. I feel like they... Listen.
Dropping a like, or sharing your thoughts.
I feel like they're doing that because they now know that they're getting bad reviews because of the money price. It's like they're begging. They've never in any of their like trailers begged for likes and support and all of that, you know? But now they're doing it. I feel like not that they're getting desperate, but I don't know. It just doesn't sound good or sound right. Obviously, fighting your beginning of the level, beginning of the campaign, you know, beginning of the campaign factions. You got orcs to go against. That's fine. Now, this here, obviously, it's a version of what I'm thinking of. The version of the Yin Yang system mixed with the Deathmaster Snitch, his kind of shady dealings. I feel like this is just a mixture of both of those. They have steel and stone actions, yin and yang, okay? All these things that you can, like, adjust and do diplomatically, faction-wide, etc. I feel like that's just a version of all the shady dealings from, like, the Deathmaster Snitch campaign. I could be wrong, and if you guys have further insight into this, please put it in the comments below. But that's just the way I feel. They just combined Cathay and Snitch and made it his own little mechanic.
Compass and, under his father's direction, plots to unlock its true potential.
Okay.
Using steel and stone tokens, Yuan Bo can enact various army, hero, and settlement actions across the campaign map. These range from instantly completing a turn of ongoing recruitment to restoring campaign.
And that's also kind of the, not confusion, but the intricacies of the Chaos Dwarves, right? So I feel like you combine some of the action with the Chaos Dwarves, Deathmaster Snitch, Cathay, and like that's what Yuan Bo's actions are, right? Just like like little bits and pieces of each of them.
Cannot be destroyed, only transferred. For example, spent stone tokens undergo a 5-turn cooldown period.
So yeah, and then you can build buildings that give you more on the other side, then more on the other side, and they kind of build off each other back and forth. Okay.
Cities or commercial districts. Here, Yuan Bo is heading for the Tower of Ashir, but Shangyang stands in his way.
Okay,
The
take him,
AI is
take him
recruited,
out.
So we'll send our hero to damage their recruitment buildings. Employing structured operation here guarantees a successful hero action and sets us up for an easier attack.
There's a lot of planning that goes into this, but like what I want to know, and if you guys know, please put it in the comments below. What he is doing, right? All of these diplomatic things and all of these actions and stuff that he is doing in his campaign, or that they've showed anyway. Does that match the lore? Is that how his character is written? Or like, is this just the mechanics that they're doing to make him feel different than other Cathayan lords to justify buying the DLC? Do you get what I'm trying to ask? Is what he's doing based on the lore of how his character and how he operates? Or is it just something new and different, so then, you know, we could slap a DLC on it?
Yuan Bo
If you know, please put it in the comments below.
The executioner will spill Cathayan blood if needed.
Okay.
Infantry beware the Jade Lion's breath. With 2 charges and significant damage,
Jade
this
Lion
spell
looks
is
fun.
as devastating as it is finite.
Jade and Jetline both look
The
fun.
Emperor's Executioner isn't merely Yuan Bo's title. Twice per battle, he can summon a Jade Sword to strike down enemy heroes and lords.
That's probably gonna get massive strength.
With access to multiple laws, including Yin, Yang, Light, and Heaven, Yuan Bo
Yin, Yang, Light, and Heaven. He has access to multiple lores of magic. Is that how he is in the lore? How can he access all of those things? And how is his skill tree gonna look? It's gonna be very interesting
is
to
a
see
savage
that.
fighter, both as a human or a dragon, at range or up close.
Does Crowman
Later,
look funny?
we've recouped our spent steel tokens as stone tokens and can perform the commercial district action. This converts a tier 3 province capital into a commercial
You're really
district,
gonna have to think
which
about
gains
these
improved effect
actions
from settlement
and really
buildings
break
that all
down
districts
what
have
each one of them
resources.
does, because there's a
What
strategy
now
to
gain
them,
additional tokens
right? Going
at
back
this
and
point.
forth. There's definitely a
As part of the
strategy,
faction
and you have to kind of
mechanics,
figure
there
out
are
what's
owned
going to
by
be the
trade partners,
best
allowing for more
to
forward
truly
planning.
get your money's worth out of
This
that.
further reveals neighboring factions who can also be traded with, which, in some cases, creates
His
cascading trade.
expansion, like over trade, where you can see their territory because of trade partners, that's gonna be real powerful. Real powerful.
Coupled with the Ivory Road, which itself reveals further factions to trade with, the Jade Dragon soon has an unparalleled layout.
What is this? Why are they?
Agreeing to join distant
That's
wars,
cheesy.
which you're
That is
unlikely to ever
cheesy.
participate in,
Unbelievable.
To cinch a coveted trade deal with the Ice Queen is a diplomatic no-brainer.
I am compelled to
Under secret orders from the Dragon Emperor, Yuan Bo has been tasked with undertaking a portion of a grander plan centuries in the making.
Yeah.
He must seek out locations where the winds of magic
Here we
gather
go.
and build astromantic relays.
So they're
Send
siphoning off of the geomantic web from the lizardmen, and that's
There
why
are
the
4
lizardmen want to
locations
fight
Yuan
him.
Bo must gain
right?
control of, either through diplomacy or force, and these change depending on your campaign type. In Immortal Empire,
So we'll be in Lustria?
major settlements. In the realms of chaos, the locations are the Tower
Wait,
of
so
Bashir,
all 4? Let me go back.
either through diplomacy or force. And
All
these
4 of
change
those
depending on your
locations are in Lustria.
In Immortal Empires, you'll be
But he
assigned
doesn't
to
start
major
in
major
Lustria.
settlements. In the realms of chaos, the locations
So we're
are
gonna be fighting a lot in
the Tower of
Lustria.
Bashir,
Hmm.
Weijin, Ojkulak,
Taking the sea lanes over to get those.
Dragon Fang Mount. Once captured, he must gather his strength whilst the relays are constructed and survive an onslaught of lizardmen warriors. For Yuan Bo's actions work against the Old One's will.
Probably not. Not if I'm playing the lizardmen. That's for sure.
Each
Get him,
new direction
Nakai.
on the compass offers powerful boons. Nongjiang Basin provides additional growth based on your Cathayan-owned
Compass.
provinces, as well as boons to buildings.
It's like a yin and yang system, right?
Ashir awards additional
Same
wells of
thing.
magic power reserves for each
Which,
Cathayan
you know, it's
province
got to be
that
similar
has an
because he is
active effect.
Cathayan. But it's like,
Dragon
again,
Lover grants
I
practical
don't think there's
immortality
anything
and
like
reduces attrition
groundbreaking.
casualties
There's really
as a
nothing
reserve
that like
effect.
sticks out to me and is
Element
like, oh my
broken
gosh,
ranks
this is
increases the recruit
revolutionary.
rank that
This
each
is
Cathay owned
amazing.
region
It's more like
and buffs unit and
reskins
tracker
of
experience when
other
active.
things that's already in the game. You know, it's like, I feel like when the Chaos Dwarves
Once
came
its
out,
direction has been
that
unlocked
was
and held
different. That
against
was
an onslaught
groundbreaking.
in
That was
Lizardmen,
completely
the
different.
Jade Dragon must face
Now
one
this
final
is
incursion.
just like
Lord
combinations
Mighty
of
confronts Grand Cathay's
skills that are
father
already in the
and
game.
Great Clan himself. It is here that Yuan Bo must prove he is worthy of his father's trust. As leader of the Jade Court, Yuan Bo has access to the best soldiers, constructs, and artillery Grand Cathay can offer, as well as new additions to the Cathayan roster arriving in Shadows of Change.
Ooh.
The Onyx Crowmen are more than Celestial Court spies. Their wicked beaks, terrifying speed, and impressive numbers make them the perfect choice to harass enemy backlines or run down routers.
Yep.
Only the most powerful warriors of Grand Cathay's army rise to the rank of Grand General.
Oh,
the
hello.
Celestial Host. Gifted and skilled fighters, these dragon-blooded generals are outfitted from the armories of Wei Jin and lead their men from the front lines.
Yeah.
Jade and Jet Lion's deadly slabs of card rock wreak havoc in
These
melee
do look
with a
fun.
valued
I will
attachment to
admit.
magical properties.
They do look fun and
Jet
they do look
Lions
strong.
will dampen the effects of magic, whilst their Jade counterparts will boost sorcery and spellcasting.
So you'll want to have one of each.
In the traditions of Grand Cathay, a great war drum hangs above the gates of every city.
Is that like a
Ranger
corpse
pulls
cart
their
from the
father
vampires?
dragons carried to war to drive
Like
the
same
beaten
principle?
battle into the dragon's loyal soldiers.
It's actually just like a
In that
corpse
rhythm,
corpse cart, right?
Cathay finds its power and its victory. Answering the drum's beat is 3 additional Cathayan regiments of renown.
Yeah.
The Grace of Kuei Yin, Empress Crowman, and the Jade War Drum.
The Jade War Drum. Get out there and fight, wuss.
And that's it for the Jade Dragon and his bureaucratic intrigues. Next up, the hexings of Mother Estenkia. See the description below to pre-order, like, or share your thoughts.
I don't know. Can we also agree that was kind of like a boring ending? It didn't like get me pumped or hyped up. There's no action. It was him just doing some dragon shifty magic stuff. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a little more action, a little more pumped up, excitement. Mother Estenkia, they better offer a lot with Kislev. I'm actually interested in playing Kislev when this comes out. So they better have a big, I don't even say rework, but give us more than what you're giving for the other two. Because Estenkia's in the middle. Look, like it's the focal point, you know? And with Yuan Bo and the Changeling, yeah, those are interesting mechanics. They're different storylines. They're very, very for themselves. Yuan Bo doesn't look to have anything to do with Kislev or the Changeling. It looks to be him against the Lizardmen. Am I the only one that's having some trouble kind of putting these all together? If you know some lore that I'm missing here, please let me know. The Changeling has a fight with the Empire and Kislev. I get that. That's where the Changeling's at. Okay. Yuan Bo, from the looks of this, has a problem with the Lizardmen. The Lizardmen's not getting any focus here. Okay. Kislev is. The Changelings get introduced. Chaos, that's totally fine, because that's what Warhammer 3 is based on, is chaos. So we got Tzeentch, who's causing havoc with Empire and Kislev. We got Yuan Bo, who in the initial trailer got brought to the fight because the Changeling acting like one of his Raven men. Crowmen, sorry. But where in that video did he have anything to do with Kislev or the Changeling? It was him versus the Lizardman. So I don't know. Like, I'm interested in it. I think it's going to be nice additions to the factions. I'm just trying to piece it all together, and I think I'm failing at it right now. If you guys have anything else that I am missing or anything you want to add, please put it in the comments below. I'm always interested in learning more about it. These are my reactions. These are my takeaways that I took away from it. What did you think of the trailer? Are you more or less excited for the Shadows of Change coming out August 31st? Or are you waiting for the Mother Ostenkia and the Kislev gameplay showcase to truly formulate an opinion of what you think of it? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you in the next one. Talk to you later.